Hello, guys, and welcome back to Saving United, where things may be starting to look up. Would you believe it? We've actually managed to sign some players, and I'm quite excited by them. I think you will be too, or I hope you will be too, if you're a Man United fan. Players that we brought in. So the first one, we have brought back Scott McTominay to the club. 29 years old. He left the club a couple of seasons ago, went to Napoli. We've signed him back for £10 million. Um, there's not much he can't do according to his stats. He's had a couple of decent seasons with Napoli, or one decent season with Napoli, and he obviously moved to us after a couple of games. I just really like him. I wanted to bring back someone that kind of embodies that Man United DNA, and who better than a player that came through the youth ranks. I'm going to give him a lot more of a chance, I think, than previous managers maybe. He can pretty much do anything. He's great in the air. He's great. He's great with the ball at his feet. He can tackle. He can defend. He can get forward and score goals. It's just everything that, for me, Man United need and epitomise in a Man United midfielder. So Scott McTominay comes in. Following Scott McTominay is Conor Gallagher. Now, I'm a Chelsea fan, and I didn't really rate him at Chelsea. And he went to Atletico Madrid from us and only played one game all season for Atletico Madrid last season. But we signed him for 10.25 million, which is a fair amount of money on Champman 0102. But I felt like we needed some legs in midfield. We kind of got your Kobe Mainoo, your Bruno Fernandes, your Mateus Cunha in the 10 role. I wanted a bit of bite. And Conor Gallagher has that in abundance. That's the one thing that you can say about him. He's got a great engine. He gets up and down the pitch. He's around, buzzing around the midfield, winning second balls. And that's kind of what I felt would complement maybe like a Mainoo or a Scott McTominay in the midfield. It just so happens that on this game, they kind of rate him technically a bit more than me as well. So he's got great passing, but it's more that sort of like that determination, the acceleration, the aggression. His teamwork's fantastic. His stamina's fantastic. His work rate's right up there. And he's got a bit of technical ability on here as well. So I think he's going to be a really good signing. He's actually hit the ground running, probably a little bit better than Scott McTominay. He's made 3 appearances, scored 1, got an assist, and got a man of the match. So what more do you want from a new signing? We are also in for a couple of defenders. I feel like last episode I was kind of just throwing bids in all over the place. It was strikers, midfielders, defenders, a goalkeeper. I've actually taken a step back since we filmed that episode and gone, right, what do I actually think we're going to need? Midfielders, right, let's go and get some midfielders. And now I'm just looking for cover along that back line. So the first player we got a bid in for is Aaron Hickey, Scottish fullback, I'll say, because he can play both right or left equally as well by the looks of this. Yeah, we're in for him for just under £10 million at the moment. I mean, he's really, really good getting forward. He's good defensively. I actually kind of think he would probably start a lot of games for us. He didn't play too much for Brentford last year, but did do quite well. This year, he's played pretty much every game and got a better average rating. So I don't know whether we'll be able to get hold of him, but again, I would love to. British core and all that. But I just think, yeah, he'll be great cover at right back and at left back. And the other player we're in for, I think I mentioned him a few episodes ago, but Castello Lukeba. Centre back, can play left back, playing over at Leipzig. I think I kind of like him as a bit of a ball playing centre back. I'm kind of looking at the fact that Harry Maguire's not going to be around forever. This guy's 23. He's already got a cap for France, and he just looks a real deal. Real good physical presence. He's pacey. He's decent on the ball. I mean, look at that. Passing 17, crossing 15. I mean, he could be a midfielder looking at this. So, yeah, if we could get hold of him, that would be great. And we're in for him for £11 million. Financially, we are doing all right. We've still got £35 million to spend with 44 in the bank. So things are going quite well in the transfer market so far. On the pitch, things seem to be going even better for us. We last saw you at the Leverkusen game. Since then, we got 2 draws in our second and third game of the Premier League after that 2-1 win away at Arsenal. We drew with Southampton 1-1, and it was Toby Collier who got the goal for us. And I think it was Harry Maguire. It was Harry Maguire getting an own goal to give Southampton a point. We had a 0-0 against Brentford. It was a bit of a nothing game. Rashford getting man of the match. We kind of played all right. Kobe Mainoo was struggling. You could kind of see why. I was thinking about, right, I need something else in midfield. Then Conor Gallagher came in. But then we followed that up with a big 4-1 win against Premier League new boys, Coventry. Conor Gallagher coming off the bench to score 1. Bruno Fernandes got 2. And Marcus Rashford got 1 as well. All round a decent performance. But we'd kind of expect to win that game anyway, I think. A bit of a tougher challenge against Aston Villa, but we did win that one 1-0. And as you can see, Marcus Rashford got the goal. Conor Gallagher, that's where he got his man of the match. That's when that new midfield pairing started to click a little bit for us. And then we won the last game against Sunderland 2-1 at home. And it was, who was it? Fernandes and Mbeumo getting the goals for them, and Cali Muendo getting a goal for Sunderland. It was only a consolation goal. The game was done by that point. But things are going pretty well on the pitch. As part of this episode, we're going to bring you the Chelsea game, the Liverpool game, the Everton game, and the City game. 4 tough fixtures. I think all the games, bar maybe Arsenal and maybe even Aston Villa, all the games we played so far are kind of games that you would expect us to win, really. Now we've got a tough run. This is where we're going to see what this side is made of. If you look at the table, we are currently top. We've played 6, won 4, drawn 2 and lost 0. So we are top outright at the moment. Liverpool could overtake us despite losing a game if they win their game in hand. But we've got to play them as part of this episode. So, I mean, I'll be very, very happy if we got anywhere near an unbeaten run in the next 4 games. But we definitely need to put some points on the board. And can we cement ourselves as an early title challenger? Who knows? In terms of players that are doing well this season, Amadou Onana is doing very, very well. Again, carrying on his form from last season, but he has only played 2 games. He has come back from injury. And Toby Collier, it must be said, 22 years old, did a fantastic job as understudy for him. He got himself a goal in the league, which is great. He played 5 times, 1 man of the match, 1 goal, an average rating of 7.2 in the league. He did play the majority of the Intertoto Cup games because of that Onana injury, and I think he is fantastic, but we cannot ignore what Onana did last season. He was fantastic for us. Marcus Rashford's up there also. He has got 6 in 11 in all competitions, 3 in 6 with an assist in the league, and yeah, he's been pretty good. He looks pretty good. He's probably going to continue to be one of our starting strikers over the course of the season. Other than that, Bruno Fernandes is just doing Bruno Fernandes things in the midfield. He's got 3 and 6 in the league and 6 in 11 overall also. And Brian Mbeumo, who is Rashford's strike partner, is currently on 4 in 11, but he has only got 1 in the league so far. So maybe another striker is on the cards in the transfer market. Who knows? So Brentford have rejected the £9.75 million offer that we made for Aaron Hickey. They don't want to sell him to another Premier League club. I think we push it one more time. We'll go to 10.75, add another million on, and see if that is enough to persuade Brentford to let us talk to Aaron Hickey. Right, the first game of the episode is upon us. It's first versus second. It's United versus Chelsea, and I don't feel much need to make many changes to this side. We're going to go Lamens in goal. A back four of Dorgu, Maguire, De Ligt and Mazraoui. Dorgu's actually come into his own in that left-back role this season. He has taken over the reins from Luke Shaw, who, despite starting 7 games, hasn't really hit the heights in terms of his average rating that he did last season. So Dorgu goes straight in at left-back, 7.8 average rating over the last 5 games, which is great. Maguire and De Ligt, still our centre-back partnership. Maguire having another fantastic start to the season. Onana is going to sit in front of the back 4. We're going to continue with Gallagher, McTominay, with Bruno Fernandes sitting just in front of them. And up front, we've got Rashford and we have got Brian Mbeumo. On the bench, we're going to go with Vitek, Shaw, Mainoo, Cunha and Seshko. And I don't think that there's anybody else that I really want to bring in at this time. But you can see we've got quite a nicely padded out squad. We've managed to give a few minutes to pretty much every player. The only player that hasn't played for us so far this season is Radek Vitek and Aidan Heaven. So we are dishing out the minutes. I'm sure that those guys will get some game time soon. But for now, we need to concentrate on this Chelsea game. We're playing at home. We need to win this, really. Chelsea are playing this horrible 4-3-2-1 that we've seen. We found it quite hard to break down, I think, when we played against it. But it looks like they've got a couple of new signings. They've got Emmanuel Omega up front and Matteo Retegui on the bench as well. So we'll keep an eye on them and see how they do. Other than that, it just looks like a pretty standard sort of Chelsea squad. A lot of their loan players seem to have come back, like Ansamilio. They've got Esugo in there as well. Samuel Smith on the bench as well. Penders. So, yeah, not the strongest Chelsea side, I would say. It'll be interesting to see how Conor Gallagher gets on against his former club. But so far, we're just coming up to 35 minutes and we haven't seen a goal yet. Until now, Cole Palmer. I kind of said that knowing that someone would score as soon as I said that, and they did. And it just happened to be a Chelsea player. But Onana has gone and got himself a goal and got us back on level terms going into half-time at 1-1, maybe? Yes, we're going to half-time at 1-1. I think we've had the better of the chances we have, but looking at that, they've only had one shot on target. We've had 4. I only scored one of those 4, though. I don't think there's any need to make changes at half-time based on what I'm seeing in terms of the average rating. We'll check the condition around 60 minutes, which is coming around pretty quickly, to be fair. So, yeah, I think we do need to check the condition of these boys. Mazraoui's struggling for sure. Mazraoui is struggling, and we've only got Luke Shaw, really, that we can bring on for him, unless we do something a bit rogue and put Mainu on the pitch, but put Gallagher at right back. I think we're going to do that, actually. That kind of makes more sense in my head. Maybe we do a little Cunha on for Rashford. See if that sparks something into life in this game. But so far, we're keeping our unbeaten start to the season going. Dorgu is now injured. What a shout it was leaving Luke Shaw on the bench. Dorgu is now injured. Luke Shaw is going to come on. That's all 3 subs used. We've got 10 minutes to go here. Are we going to nick something? It would be very nice if we did. Or are Chelsea going to nick something? No, it is going to end a draw. To be honest, I'll probably take that. We did actually probably have the better of the game based on these stats. Chelsea only 2 shots on target to our 7. We probably deserved a little bit more than a point there, but we're still unbeaten. We'll take it. Dorgu's going to be out for 10 games. Not ideal. 10 games, 10 days. So he is going to miss the next game, but we've got Luke Shaw. We've got players. We should be okay. We have also had our transfer bid for Lekeba rejected. £11 million. I don't think I want to go too much higher than that, do I? He's only rated at 5.5. Maybe we'll go one more just in case. 2 more. 13.25 million. That's the lot for him, I think. As good as he is, I reckon we could probably get him a bit cheaper down the line or somebody else. Yeah, Brentford do not want to sell Aaron Hickey to us. 10.75 million has been turned down. Again, I'm kind of thinking along the same lines of Lekeba. I don't want to go and blow all of our money on a left back and a centre back, so we're going to leave that. But we are in time for this Liverpool game. We've got a couple of injuries to contend with here. The first one being Dorgu not being 100% fit for this one. We did have a bit of an international break in between the 2 games, so I was wondering whether or not he would make a recovery, but he hasn't. Vitek also isn't looking too fit either, so we're not going to actually play with a goalkeeper on the bench. Do need to bring a defender on, so I think we're going to chuck in Chido Obi for another attacking option, and then we're going to go with Diego Dallo as he can cover both left back and right back. And yeah, I don't think we're going to change much other than that. And let's go to Anfield. Okay, kick off at Anfield. How long can this unbeaten start to the league campaign last? If we can go through these 4 games unbeaten, that would be a real signal of intent for the rest of the league. Considering we've already beaten Arsenal as well. Florian Wirtz got his first goal of the season and he's put Liverpool 1-0 up, but Rashford comes back and scores almost straight away. Very similar to the Chelsea game with the Palmer goal, and then Onana scored straight away afterwards. It's a good reaction from the boys, and we go in at half time, and it is 1-1. Very different feel to the game than it was to the Chelsea game, with Liverpool having 11 shots and 7 on target, and us having 2 and 2 on target. They seem to be the team that are in control of this game. And I'm wondering whether or not we need to do anything to change that at this stage. Our goalkeeper is having a fantastic game, as you'd expect, seeing that amount of goal, that amount of shots on target, and only 1 going into the net. I'm really not convinced with Luke Shaw this season, so I think we will make a change, and it will be Luke Shaw coming off, Mazraoui going to left back, Dalot coming on at right back. I'm also looking at you, Brian and Mbeumo. I want to see a bit of improvement from you. Who knows? Maybe Chido Obi will come on for his first league appearance of the season. But we will see how we go. Fitness-wise, the boys were all looking good. And we are at 70 minutes now. And it is still 1-1. And Mbeumo has not really improved in his performance, so he is going to come off. And I think I'm feeling Sheshko for this one. We do have another sub as well. And maybe we do what we did in the last game. Bring off Mazraoui, bring Mainu on, and maybe we go Gallagher at right back, Dalot at left back. Something a little bit like that maybe. And I'll tell you what we didn't do in the last game. We didn't actually change how we were playing, so maybe we'll go normal so we don't get caught out, but let's go a bit more. Let's go a little bit more direct, shall we, boys? Take it off attacking and go a bit more direct. Just because, I was going to say I didn't want to concede, and we've conceded straight away. I was going to say just because we don't want to concede and risk our unbeaten start to the season. But we're going to have to go attacking again. A couple of minutes left. Oh, someone's been sent off. Cody Gakpo was sent off. It looked like it got a little bit heated at the end of that, but our O has to go, and we have lost the second game of this episode, our first league game of the season, our first league defeat of the season. We've lost to Liverpool, and that puts us back down to 5th. Still within touching distance of City, who have a game in hand and who we play in a couple of games' time after the Everton game. Everton are currently rock bottom of the league, so I'm hoping we can bounce back against them. Yeah, they've just been beaten by City 2-0. Everton left to play, and then City after that. Here's an interesting one. Liverpool have just signed Jared Bowen, who is a player that I will admit I was looking at signing, but I just didn't because of his age. They've signed him for 13.75 million. After to be fair, he's got 3 goal involvements in 9 for West Ham this season, and he got 19 goal involvements in 42, 11 of those actually being goals last season. So I was looking at him, but I kind of thought with the Rashford coming back, we probably didn't need him. But maybe with him going to Liverpool, I might rue that decision. Let's see. Oh, I'm getting jealous seeing all these European games being played. This will be our second season without any real sort of like notable European games played. It's not good, is it? Right, we're playing Everton. We're in 6th place now. Games in hand haven't gone our way. Still on 15 points. City are on 19 at the top of the league with a game in hand over us, but we do play them next. Everton, on the other hand, as I said, rock bottom. They've only actually got 1 point on the board. They've drawn 1 game. They've lost 7. I think this should be a pretty straightforward one for us. Is it straightforward enough that I maybe rotate a few players? I'm thinking Toby Collier had a fantastic start to the season, so he is going to come in. kind of thinking rotating, but at the same time resting for the City game. So Conor Gallagher's going to come onto the bench. Mainoo's going to go in midfield. Or who do we put onto the bench? I think we'll keep Chido Obi on the bench. I do want to maybe give Sheshko some minutes and rest Mbuemo, so we're going to do that. Is this risky? Resting so many players? I don't know. I kind of want to give McConville some game time. So maybe we do that and we partner him maybe with Delit. Yeah, let's partner him with Delit. So we're going to go Lamons, Shaw, McConville, Delit, Dallo, Collier, Rashford, Mainoo, McTominay, Fernandez and Sheshko. We're still going strong. This is still a strong side, despite the new players coming into the lineup. It should be enough for us to beat Everton at home. He says famous last words maybe, but they haven't won a game all season. You know, I do feel confident about this one. I can't believe we went on such a good run off camera, and as soon as we've hit record, we've got 1-1, lost one, and we're currently drawing at home to bottom of the league Everton. There we go, Sheshko. My gut feeling was right. He scored his first goal of the season. He's a funny one, Sheshko. I'll be honest, I did think about selling him. I definitely thought about selling him at the start of the season, but we kind of kept him on board. With the idea that maybe if another striker came in, he would be the one that we did try to move on. But none of the strikers have come in, and we do need a bit of depth up front, and he has scored a second. So, you know what? Fair play to him. With Mbuemo not really setting the world on fire, he could be somebody that kind of, I don't know, maybe plays his way back into contention. We're going to bring on Cunha for McTominay, who hasn't had the greatest of starts since signing back at the club. But we're going to bring on Cunha and put him in the 10. And Fernandez is going to drop back into midfield. And Chido Obi is going to come on for Marcus Rashford to partner Sheshko. And maybe, let's see if Sheshko can get his hat-trick. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Call me Mystic Meg. We called it, didn't we? And Toby Collier gets his second goal of the season as well. And we're on fire. Bruno Fernandes makes it 5. I said I was confident. I felt confident. And all in all, it's a great performance. Chido Obi getting an 8 off the bench. Rory McConville getting an 8, which is great to see. And Toby Collier getting a 9 and a goal. Love it. I feel I'm a lot more confident in the squad this season. It feels like we've got a lot more quality and depth with some players coming back from loans and some players being promoted from the youth. So yeah, I feel like we're in a good position to get ourselves back in the top 4, back in European football, and maybe challenge for some silverware somewhere down the line. We are not going to be signing Costello, Lukeba. I don't feel comfortable bidding any more than that for a centre-back at this stage. Just in case we feel we need to sign someone else down the line. The bid has been rejected. We're going to have to move on, and we are going to have to play Man City at home in the first Manchester derby of the season. I can't really remember how we got on against City last season. Let's have a little look. We lost 3-0. We lost 2-0, so it was 5-0 on aggregate in terms of those defeats. I'm hoping we can have a bit of a change of fortunes, because it hasn't really been a bad start. It feels like this squad's starting to turn a corner, and we might just be saving United. I don't feel confident enough to maybe play that rotated side against these guys. We're going to bring Vitek back onto the bench as well, just in case. Anana's going to come back into midfield. And Harry Maguire is going to come back in to the defence. Colin Mainley did do very, very well in the last game, but still not as well in terms of the average rating as Conor Gallagher. He's still the man in form. We might drop McTominay for this one, actually, and put Mainu into the midfield. He did have a really good game, and McTominay on the bench. Like I say, he's done okay, but he hasn't really hit the ground running. Who was the other change? Dallo out and Mazraoui in. I'm going to continue with Šeško up front because he's scored a hat-trick in his last game. He's made himself undroppable for this one. It would be really good if him and Rashford could fire up a little partnership, because I feel like that's what we've been missing really over the last couple of seasons, is that sort of like that lethal attack. Xerxes only getting sort of 8 goals was it last season. Most of our goals came from Bruno Fernandes in the 10, so yeah, it'll be great if we could get a little bit of a partnership going between a couple of strikers. Or I tell you what, it's lucky that I put Vitek back on the bench, isn't it? Because Lamens has got injured, and for the first time in this project, we've had to replace the goalkeeper. And there's been a few times where I haven't put a goalkeeper on the bench. So yeah, it's probably lucky that I've done that. We've been forced into a sub early doors. I'm hoping Lamens isn't going to be out for too long because, I mean, Vitek, he's a backup goalkeeper and that's about it really. How is that going to change the course of this game? Every time I say what the score is at this point before half time, someone goes and scores a goal and it looks like Haaland's just hit the woodwork. We've made it through to half time. We have made it through to half time. Vitek has been one of our top performers. He came on in the 8th minute and he's currently scoring an 8 out of 10. A quick glance at the condition tells me that we're all good to go. Because we made subs early doors for the goalkeeper, I don't really want to make any more subs at half time. Oh, but City have gone and scored. Jeremy Doku getting his 5th of the season. We are probably going to have to make some changes. Time is ticking away. 71st minute. So Fernandes isn't having a great game. Šeško's looking a little bit tired. So maybe we'll bring on Mbeumo and we'll bring on Cunha for Šeško and Fernandes. Conor Gallagher's on a yellow as well. So maybe we'll bring on... Oh, we can't bring on McTominay. I forgot that we've already brought the bloody keeper on. So they're going to be the last 2 changes that we're going to make. It's not really doing much to change this game. Let's go long. We're going to have to go long. We're not getting as many red cards since I moved off of the hard tackling, which kind of makes sense really, doesn't it? I just like the idea of us lot getting stuck into opposition. I always want my teams to do that. But it was costing us literally in terms of fines for ill discipline last season. This game looks like it's creeping away from us. Haaland makes it 2. And we are going to get our 2nd defeat of the season. And it is to our bitter rivals, Manchester City. And it's in the final game of this episode. So we, after starting it saying things are looking great, we've turned a corner. We suffered 2 defeats in this episode. We are 5th in the league after 10 games. All in all, it's not the end of the world. Because although Newcastle are 2 games in hand, as do City, we are within touching distance of Arsenal, who we've already beaten this season, and they are in 2nd place. So Newcastle and City remain unbeaten. It looks like they could be 2 decent bets for the title at the end of the season. How long is Lamens out for? He is out for 2 weeks, so we're going to have to put Vitek in for a few games. And apparently, the supporters have staged a demonstration. Maybe a bit of an overreaction, I don't know. But hopefully, we're going to say no comment. Hopefully, the board don't do anything too drastic. Thank you for watching today's episode of Saving United. If you have enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, take care.